So hello my dear friends, my name is Shubham Jain and I am going to start this lean manufacturing series with Gemba Walk. Believe my dear friends, it is one of the important and most effective lean tool that anyone can apply in their shop floor and that can be learned and understand very easily. So basically lean Gemba Walk is simply consists of three basic lean principles, that is observe, engage and improve. So let us study this topic in depth. So let us understand the precamp of this video. So initially we are going to understand what is Gemba Walk, what Gemba is not, why to do or why to go for a Gemba Walk, what are the three basic keys for the Gemba Walk, what are the steps to be followed to complete a Gemba Walk, and finally we are going to see the Gemba Walk templates. So let us start video. So initially, let us understood what is the basic principle of Gemba Walk. So there is one famous quote by John Suk. He is an industrial anthropologist as well as a chairman and CEO of Lean Enterprise Institute. So as per him, there are three kinds of leaders. The first one are those that tell you what to do. The second ones are those that allow you to do what you want. And then finally comes the lean leader, which means that they allow you as well as they come down to the work with you and help you to figure out the problem, help you to figure out the solutions of that. So today the world is moving for the lean manufacturing, and as the world is moving for the lean manufacturing, the leaders has to move for the lean leaders. So this is one of the famous and very important quote by John Suk. So let us understand first what is Gemba Walk. So basically Gemba Walk is a Japanese tool which was introduced or which was developed by father of JIT, father of just-in-time technology, none other than Taichi Ono. So basically Gemba Walk means the real place. The work done on the real place in the sense the place where the actual value creation takes place, actual value added activities takes place, or where the most of the people are engaged in their workplace. And basically it is a combination of three P's. The first P is the purpose, second P is the process, and the third P is the people. So in Gemba Walk, we have to align 3P. We have to understand the purpose of the process with the help of the people. So we have to align this 3P and complete the Gemba Walk tool. So it is also known as a tool of the shop floor, which is done by CEO and the chairman of the companies as well as the management people of the companies to come down to the real shop floor and understand what is the activities going there and understand what are the real life problems faced by the people over there. So initially, let us understood what Gemba is not. Many times people get confused with what is actual Gemba and what they are doing and what they are following. So initially, I am going to explain what are the points that has to be taken care while doing the Gemba Walk. First, do not walk without purpose. I have explained earlier, it is a combination of 3P, and in 3P our 1P is purpose also. So you should have proper purpose. Why you are going for the Gemba Walk? What are the activities you have to look for? What are the opportunities you have to find? Because Gemba Walk is an opportunity or the fact-finding activity. So before going to Gemba Walk, you should have proper purpose, proper objective of the Gemba Walk. Second, it is not an audit. Many times people get confused it with an audit. It is not an audit. Here you are not going to find the faults. You are not going to find the problems in the people or problems anywhere. Here you are going to do a normal walk around the people, around the shop floor to understand the actual reality of the shop floor. Next is to find the faults in other. No, we don't want to find the faults in other. We are not going to find the faults in people. Gemba Walk is particularly done to find the faults in process and how we can improve, how we can get better into that in future. One should remember that it is not a boss walker. You just simply going to the shop floor like a boss, and you are not interacting with someone. You are just going. You are just visiting the shop floor for 5 to 10 minutes, and you are going back to your cabin. No, it is not the boss walk. When you are going for the Gemba walk, you should go from. You should have proper time management, and you should interact with all the shop floor people so that you will come to know about the reality of the shop floor. And finally, it is not a manager's desk. Sitting at your cabin and is not a Gemba walk or is not a Gemba activity. When you are just sitting in your cabin and you are telling that I am doing the Gemba walk or I am following the Gemba lean tool, no, it is not a Gemba. So these are the particular points that one has to take care when going for the Gemba walk. What is not a Gemba? So let us move forward for the next point. That is why to do a Gemba. So initially only I explained you what is the purpose of doing the Gemba. So our first purpose is observe what is happening. See, anything if we want to improve can be improved by understanding and analyzing the current scenario. So initially first we have to observe that what is the actual reality that is taking place in our workplace or our shop floor. Second, enhance discipline. When we are going for the Gemba walk, when the top management will come for the Gemba walk, the shop floor people will enhance the discipline in them while working in the shop floor or by keeping the materials here and there. They will enhance some discipline, enhance some objectivity in their workplace. Next is, it is a great chance to interact with the employees. See, when you are coming to the shop floor for interacting with your employees to understand their problems, to understand what the problems they face in their day-to-day life, then only you will come to know about the reality of the ground floor, and then only you can go for improving the opportunity or improving the facts of your ground floor. So it is a great chance to interact with the ground floor people, and it is one of the important objective of the Gemba walk. And of course, it is an opportunity for the continuous improvement, because unless and until the top management will go to the shop floor, they will not understand the real opportunity, real problems of the shop floor, and there will not be enhancement of anything. So of course, it is an important activity, important tool for going for the continuous improvement in the factory. So these are the key purpose of the Gemba walk. So now let us understand what are the 3 basic keys for the Gemba walk. So here it is the 3 basic keys. First is go see. So first key that we have to apply while doing the Gemba walk is we have to observe everything in the ground floor, what is happening. Here simply top management will visit to the shop floor. They will go with a motive, they will go with an objective, what they have to see, in what way they have to conduct the Gemba walk. So our first key is go and observe, go and see the process. Our second key is ask why. So here you have to use why analysis technique, 5 analysis technique with the shop floor people for finding the root cause of the problem, where you have to interact with the people in understanding their problem, in understanding their day-to-day scenario, and how you can overcome their opportunity, how you can overcome their problems in the future. So you have to 100% focus on interacting with people and going for 5 techniques. And at last but not least, and very important key is show respect. When you are going in the people, when you are going to the actual value added people, because the people who are working at the ground floor are the value added people of your factory. So you have to show the respect to them, whatever work they are doing. And whenever you are going for the Gemba walk, do not point anything, do not point finger at anyone, do not shout at anyone. It is as I already told that it is a fact-finding activity. So you have to show respect for each and everyone who are at the shop floor. So next, I am going to explain what are the tips for observing. See, there is 2 different concepts. One is seeing and one is observing. So when we are going for the Gemba walk, we don't want to see the things, we want to observe the things. So what we have to observe and how we have to observe. First is you have to understand the process. What is the actual process of your factory, of your organization, of your ground floor? Second, record the observations. Whatever observations you are finding, you have to record it. So while going to the Gemba Walk, you should take some notebook, some pens and all for recording the observation. You should go for asking questions and questions to the ground floor people, to the ground floor managers. Always go for asking rather than assuming. Many times people assume more than the asking. So do not go into assuming something. You should ask. Whatever doubt you are having in the process, you should ask to the ground floor people. It should not happen that I am top management people, then why should I ask to ground floor people? No. If you want to do a successful Gemba Walk, you should always go for asking questions to the ground floor people, because the actual reality will come from them. And second and last, do not go for Gemba Walk in rush, because it is not a 2 minute or 10 minutes activity. It is an activity that takes time and to be done properly. So these are the tips for going for the Gemba Walk and for observing the things in the Gemba Walk. Hope you understand this. Next, let us understand what are the steps, what is the procedure to be taken care for the Gemba Walk. So, here is the procedure or the step for Gemba Walk. First, you have to pick a theme. Pick a theme in the sense you have to create a proper plan when you are going for the Gemba Walk. What is the purpose of Gemba Walk? At what process you will look for? At what objective you will look for? So this is nothing but picking a proper theme. Second is prepare your team. See, when you are going alone and when you are going with team, it creates a huge difference of the Gemba Walk. When you are going with a team, you will come to know about a different scenario, different point of views of your team member also. So it is always better to prepare a good team. It should consist of minimum 3 to 5 people and go for a Gemba Walk. Third, focus on process, not on people. As already I told you in earlier, it is a process oriented walk, not people oriented walk. So you should always focus on the process labs, opportunity finding for the process, and do not go for blaming or shouting for the people. Next, be where the value stream is happening. This is the place where actual value addition, value creation takes place. So you go for finding what are the value added activities in the process, what are the non-value added activities in the process, and how we can eliminate the non-value added activity. With such motive, you should go for the Gemba Walk. Next is important, record your observations. Whatever you are seeing in the throughout the Gemba Walk, you should record it in your observation book, in your notebook, because these are the opportunities that we have to come out with the new projects that can be taken by the company for the enhancement of the organization. Next is have an extra pair of eyes. It means that wherever you feel that some pictures to be taken, some videos to be taken of particular process, you can use your mobile phones or cameras to click the photographs of particular process, particular instance, so that you can present it to even higher authority and management for the upcoming project's opportunity. And last, follow up. After completing the Gemba Walk, after completing the this fact finding activity, you have to summarize everything, whatever you have seen, whatever you have recorded, whatever you have taken the photograph, you have to summarize it with a particular presentation form and present it to the management. So these are the basic steps, basic procedure for the Gemba Walk. So now let us understand the Gemba Walk template. Here I have shown a simple template of Gemba Walk when you are going for the Gemba Walk activity. So it simply consists of all different types of waste. Basically we have different 7 types of waste. That is nothing but transportation, inventory, motion, waiting, overprocessing, overproduction, defects and unutilized skills. So Basically, keeping this type of waste in your mind, you have to record all the observation, and in this angle you have to see all the activities whatever happening in your surrounding and how it can be improved, and you have to classify all of your observation, activities and everything whatever you have studied in the Gemba throughout your Gemba Walk activity in this simple format, so that it is easy to understand you to take the follow-up from in future and present it to the management. So this is all about our Gemba Walk basic lean tool. I hope you liked this video, you understood about the Gemba Walk. So let us see in the next video of our lean manufacturing series. So that's all for today. Thank you.